KnifeDope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. KnifeDope. That's right, people. She's back in the collection. Before I get to today's KnifeDope, I had to give a quick shout out and big thank you to Mr. Danny Boy. That's right. I had sold Danny Boy this wonderful MBK Old Guard in the Warrenclyffe Apparatus ZDP 189 Sand My Situation. I sold it to him in January. And immediately upon making the sale, as I was boxing the knife up in tears, I knew I fucked up. And fortunately, Mr. Danny Boy had managed to secure himself a new MBK Rosalinda, and therefore he allowed me to take this back, to get it back, to swap back for it. It cost me a Spyderco and a Miguron, but it was well worth it. As I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I think I was just trying to please Mr. Danny. I knew he had really wanted to get this knife. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit easier to find one after I sold it, and it wasn't as easy as I thought. Also, the fine gentleman that he is, he knows I'm a sticker hoe. He sent me some stickers. This one's my favorite. Be a badass. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, big thanks again to Danny for making my goddamn dreams come true. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Not at all. We got a new one. One that just came through from White Mountain Knives. Be sure to head over to White Mountain Knives and treat yourself. Just be sure to use code KnifeDope for 10% off that purchase. Okay, people, the shilling has stopped. Let's get to the dope. Now, this is one that it dropped, I think, sometime in December, if I remember correctly. I'm almost positive. At the latest, it dropped in November of 2023. I had my eyes on it, but I was hunting some premium knives throughout the month of December and November, and therefore I kind of let this one slide a little bit. Then when I did want it, it was out of stock, and fortunately, I ended up having White Mountain give me an alert when they came back in stock. They came back in stock last week. I pulled the trigger, and it was a good thing because they are sold out as of the filming of this video. It is one that is coming to us from Artisan Cutlery. Now, I'm pretty shocked that I don't have more of Artisan knives in the collection. As a matter of fact, before today, the only Artisan I ever had was I had the two Arian, the full-size Arian and the small Arian, which are Chris Ortiz designs. If you're not familiar with Chris Ortiz, it's actually the head man at Cerberus, the owner of Cerberus. So I ended up selling those too, and I fucking miss them. I know. Decisions. Gotta learn to live with regrets, people. But here we go. The customary pouch. Now there goes the Artisan logo that a lot of fucking snowflakes take offense to. I don't see the issue with it. I think it looks nothing like what people try to imply it looks like. Now this is one that is a new design from Mr. Ortiz. This one is the Satyr. Oh, shit. Now, if I'm being honest, I think after I think about what it cost me to get this is quite possibly one of the best deals around right now. These come in at $199. As a matter of fact, I did not even notice that milling in the thumbnail picture of the knife, and it looks goddamn good. Now, the chamfer does not have that milling pattern, so it's kind of in the center. Milling pattern is also on the lock side, and they also gave it to us on that clip. That's a nice little touch. Pocket clip is sitting kind of partially in that lock bar relief. Don't necessarily know that's going to be an issue going in and out the pocket. Single form deployment, which is that pill-shaped cutout. Now, it looks a little small for the cutout, but let's see what it's about. Woo! Detent is dialed the fuck in. Gorgeous, gorgeous platform here. We've got overall length coming in at 7.76 inches. But the real star of the show is this 3.35-inch blade here in S90V. Steel of the gods. We've got the Artisan Cutlery sand polish finish. There goes the Cerberus logo there on the lock side of the knife. It's like a Cerberus dog, if you're familiar with that. Frame lock is the locking mechanism. We're sitting at about 50% right out the gate. They pulled away just enough of that show side scale with a nice chamfer, which is going to make that disengagement so pleasurable. Look at that fucking action, people. That is right out the goddamn box. You hear that detent too? Listen to it. Suck it up, ho. I love it. I fucking love it. Love it. Love it. Let's do it again. Oh, yes. Now, the blade stock thickness is 130 thousandths. Pocket clip is right hand tip up. Nice milled titanium pocket clip, by the way. 3.8 ounces is the weight. So this is wonderful as far as specs goes. Nice slim handle. Feels good in the hand. I do not feel any hot spots. Would have loved a nice finger choil, but hey, you can't have it all. We've got a good job on the edge termination with the plunge grind there, so you do have some sharpening left, or sharpening life rather. When I first looked at it, I thought it was like a saber grind for a minute, but it's not. It's a high flat grind. Yeah, that sand polish finish. You know, I really wasn't that big on them, but this looks really good, man. Granted, it is a goddamn fingerprint magnet, which I cannot stand, but you know, it's all about sacrifices, goddammit. Let's go ahead and put up some knives for some size comparison. Basically, a little bit of knife flexing. You know how the fuck I do. Gotta come with America first. And keeping those same Cerberus vibes, we're gonna go with this one. The Blade Ops exclusive PM2, rocking those gorgeous honeycomb hyperglow Cerberus scales. So there's that. Next up, one that I just got, which has broken in so nicely. That is going to be the Wee Cupid. Now, many people were talking about just how strong that detent is, and it is strong. But after about 24 hours of manipulating it, it has broken in so buttery goddamn smooth. Let's do a couple more, shall we? Another recent acquisition, one that is giving me very similar vibes when it comes to the milling and the blade finish. And that is going to be the Giant Mouse GM11. So there you see that. Next up, we got this one. We're looking at the Griffin Scout F3. Rocking those fantastic Timascus camo carbon scales. And the Satyr is bigger than that as well. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. How about some Meguron? We're going to go with the Karaki 2. So here you see it up against that. Last but certainly not least, got to have some quiet care in your life. We're going to go with the Drift Large. And so you see the Satyr up against that. Now, I'll tell you, man, I think I'm going to have to start trying to make an attempt at acquiring a couple of more Artisan Cutlery knives. They had just dropped a couple of other models, designs that just came out that have kind of caught my eye. But this one, I'll tell you, it was, before I picked this one up, there was another one that I was contemplating, which was I think it's called the Trucker. Same price, but you were getting S35 VN versus the S90V. That was a no-brainer for me. So I think I like it. As a matter of fact, fuck it, I know I like it. Going in the pocket today. But more importantly, I want to know what you fuckers think. Are you fans of Artisan Cutlery? How about of Cerberus knives? Tell me all about it. Hold up. We're going to have to start cutting some goddamn paper on this channel. Let's see if this hoe's slicey or wet. I know you fuckers like that paper cutting shit. You. She arrived with a nice edge, man. That's buttery smooth. There we have it, people. That was kind of weird, but I had to do it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something. Cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.